Key, bitch. I need that. I don't know where I'm gonna go, but I need that. That shit lit. Bitch, that's lit. Put that on the channel. Put that on the YouTube. Put that on the YouTube. I can hear the coins coming in. I can hear the 5 bands here. That's lit. That's beat. I like that. No, for real, I like that.
Hi you guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kiki and today's model name is Asia. This is the third Asia I've had on my channel, y'all. That's mad funny. But yeah, I already did her brows and based her eyes off camera. Today we're going to be using the Jam Rock palette, and the first color we're going to go in with is Stacy, which is a beautiful deep blue. This whole look was a little bit all over the place because it was a real freestyle. Had no idea what I wanted to do. I was nervous. I was scared. I was intimidated by the palette. Ain't know which color to touch, baby, because it was every color of the rainbow. And I didn't know which one I wanted to dip into. So I was just like testing the waters. Like, I started off with this blue. I didn't know how the blue was going to act, what it was going to do. But it was so rich and smooth and pigmented. I was just like, okay, we might could do something here. We might could do something. I did start off a little bit low because, like I said, I really didn't know what the hell I was doing. Like, I just was like, let me just start so I can, you know, figure out as I go. But yeah, I'm just taking my brush and I'm just tapping it, girl. Again, I'm just throwing this color on. Like, literally, this tutorial is going to be a little bit all over the place, just because I didn't know what I was doing. So the next color I go into is this color called Jam Down, which is like this beautiful green. And green is my favorite color. So I was so excited with the way this green was like showing up on her skin. Beautiful. And I'm just tapping that in. I'm just keeping that in the outer corner of the eye. And I'm going to go ahead to her left eye and I'm going to do the same thing. The left eye is going to be like the test eye. Like, I don't know why. I'm right-handed, so for some reason I always use the left eye to do, like, I don't know, if I'm going to like make a mistake or something, I just rather do it on the left eye and then make any corrections on the right side. Like, it doesn't make sense. I don't know. It's my logic. So yeah, I'm just doing the same thing on this eye, and then you're just going to see me start to build up and create this look. So the next thing I'm going to do is go into this magenta hot pink. This shade is called Carnival. And I'm just going to tap that color in next to the green. And then I'm just going back in with the blue. So around this time, I kind of figured out, like, okay, I'm going to do like a rainbow look. And I was definitely like inspired by some of my faves. B. Marie, I love her. Beauty by Melissa. Makeup by Tiffany J. Beats by Deb. I was really inspired by them because they always do like these really bright and bold, colorful looks. And like, I love that. I just never get a chance to do it like on my clients because like I don't have that type of clientele, baby. I'm going in with the color Goodest, which is like a mustard green, mustard yellow. And then I'm going back in with the green. But yeah, I never get a chance to like be like super colorful and super creative. So this year I told myself on YouTube, like I'm gonna use my YouTube tutorials to be like more creative and do things that I'm not able to do like more so on a regular basis. So yeah, I definitely channeled all of my good all of my good makeup artist sisses. That's not a word. Sisses is not a word, but we're not being grammatically correct right now. But yeah, those are some of my faves. I love them so much, and I just wanted to like channel them for this like super bold, bright look. And I also was inspired by the palette. Like it was giving carnival vibes, and I just might do carnival. I just might do a carnival this year, so I don't know, we'll see. So yeah, the two colors I added to the mix was orange and yellow. Then I'm going back in with that pink. I did add some purple underneath that pink as well, just so that the blue and pink would blend a little bit better. And now I'm going back in with that blue. I wish I would have went in with the blue much higher, but because it's such a dark color and I didn't know like what I was doing, you know, that's why I didn't start as high as I needed it to be. So yeah, for anybody wondering. And I'm just going back in with that green. Like I just love the green so much. I just want to make sure that we gonna see it at the end. So I wasn't even playing. Like I'm like, we're gonna keep packing this green on because I just wanted it to be in your face. And that's the purple that I use. It's called Music. So I'm just doing the right eye. I'm going to do the right eye a little bit different because like I said, the left eye is my test eye. When I come in on the right side, I could kind of do things differently to like make the process faster and get like better results kind of. So yeah, that's just what I'm doing. It's going to be the same colors. I'm just taking different steps when adding them in. And if anybody is wondering, or if you're new to my channel, I always use the same 3 brushes for pretty much all my looks. So in the description, everything will be listed as brush 1, brush 2, and brush 3. And right here, I'm just taking my concealer brush and I'm just erasing some eyeshadow that was too high underneath her brows, just to get the 2 eyes as even as possible. Now it's time to cut the crease. I'm using my P. Louise base in shade number 2, I believe, or I mixed 1 and 2 together. This is where I made my first mistake, okay? I should have definitely wiped off that blue eyeshadow from her lid because this shadow is extremely pigmented, is extremely blue, and it's going to create a mess when I go to tap the extra product off. All right? Don't be like me. Don't be like me, sis. Don't be like me. I was trying to, girl, I don't know what I was trying to do. I just thought I was, I just thought I was going to be okay. And I wasn't, basically. I was being lazy. That's what I was being. So yeah. And girl, I was really cutting this crease, baby. When you see somebody up close cutting a crease like that, that crease about to be real cut. So I didn't even have time to like, I couldn't really like show how I did it because I was in the frame, because I wasn't playing any games with this cut crease. Okay, it needed to be sharp and precise. Okay, so this is the mess I'm talking about. It would have been fine, but I really want every color to pop true and vibrant. I don't want any like blue tone peeking through. So I just went ahead with a makeup wipe and cleaned it off, like, because I just needed this look to be perfect. If y'all watch me, you already know, like, I could be real anal. My mom's a Virgo, and they can be like real anal. They're like perfectionists, so that's where I get that from. So shout out to my mom, though. She the reason why we here, honey. She was telling me to color in between the lines. Like, she was not playing with me. She was to make sure I colored inside the lines. Okay, so she takes full credit for my makeup artist skills. So yeah, now I'm going back in to cut the crease. To cut the crease, I actually just went in with an Inglot gel liner, the white one, just because I wanted it to be really, really, really white for my colors to go on top of, so my colors can pop like really bright, you know. Oh yeah, and the same thing, just tapping out the extra. Did go ahead and even out her cut crease as well off camera. So now I'm going back in with that green, that jam down, and I'm gonna start to incorporate that in the outer corner of her eye. And that was the Morphe M441 that I was using. Now I'm going into the Morphe 433 brush, and I'm tapping in that mustard yellow that we used in the crease. In front of that color though is a color called Bling, which is a neon green yellow. You know that neon yellowish green from the crayon box? It looks just like that crayon. So then the next color I'm going into is a peach color. It's called Trini. And you just want to blend those two colors together, so that they, you know, everything just like bleeds into each other nice and soft. You don't really want just like color next to color next to color. No, baby. We're not doing that. We're doing a nice blend, a cute ombre, all right? We just want it to be nice and smooth. So take your time, be light-handed, because you are working with matte eyeshadows. You don't want anything to get patchy and crumbly. You just want to lightly tap and smooth those colors into each other. Then I'm just taking a Morphe 224 brush, I believe. They don't even, this brush is not the same brush anymore, but that's besides the point. This is one of the older ones, but I'm just taking that to close up the little whites that you see peeking through. I'm going to go in with that brush with each color and just close up that gap. Alright, so this eye is complete. We're going to move on to the other side. Do the exact same thing. First color, like I said, that neon yellow greenish color. Going in with that first. And then we're going to move on to that more mustard yellow, which they're in the same color family. It's just like a slight difference. So it just makes like a nice effect from like, I don't know how to explain it. It just makes a cute ombre effect, like the two different yellows in the front, girl. I don't know, child. Just follow me. Then we're going again with that peachy shade right after the yellow. And then right after that peachy shade, we go into that magenta pink. And it's going to fade into the green. Girl, didn't this look like a mess just a few minutes ago? It was looking a mess, okay? Like, I have like a good imagination. So I kind of knew, like, once I was like laying the colors down, I kind of had an idea what it was going to look like once I cut the crease and everything. But girl, I was sweating. It was cardio. That was my cardio for the day. Because I definitely busted a little sweat because it looked a mess at first. But I was like, let me just go with it. Alright, now I'm moving on to eyeliner. I'm going in first with my black eyeliner. This is the Sephora Precision Liner. And we're just doing a simple wing, like mid-thick, not too thick, not too thin. To brighten up this look a little bit, because the look is so bright and the liner is so black, I'm going to go in with my new favorite toy, some white eyeliner, girl. It's like a new toy, honey. You know when you get a new toy, you just want to keep playing with it? That's what this white liner is for me. This one is from NYX. I think it's called like Whiteout or something like that. It's the first liquid white liner that I've ever had. Literally, I've never purchased one before. So yeah, I'm just going in with that directly over the black. And then to fix it up a little bit, I'm going underneath it with the black liner because this side was kind of wobbly. Now I'm going in with some very fluffy lashes. Now, these lashes are not for the faint, baby. But listen, this look is so dramatic. I'm like, I'm going to put some dramatic lashes on it. If you don't like it, I don't care. We don't care. Go and put on whatever natural lash you want, baby. But sweetie, and we can go toe to toe. Not really, though, because I'm going to just block you. But anyway, these lashes did it for me. I love these lashes, and I will be launching these lashes soon, sis. They're gonna be right on time for prom season and that good old weather, so hang on tight. But yeah, did the lashes, and I prepped the skin off camera, and the last step I'm doing is the Calamine, I'm sorry, I'm saying the wrong thing, Calamine lotion to mattify her skin. And then I'm going in with the foundation. I'm using MAC's NC 45 and a very tiny bit of NC 50. This is the Nourishing Prolong Wear formula. And then I'm going in with Black Opal's foundation. I want to say this is Hazelnut that I'm using on the inside of her face. So I'm doing this because I don't want her foundation to be super, super light, and I obviously don't want the foundation to be too dark for her. I already know I'm going to really highlight her skin, so going just a tinge bit darker on the foundation is perfectly fine because we're going to like use a lot of concealer and it's going to be super bright, and we don't want the outcome to look crazy. Everything has to be balanced, so it's okay to go a little bit darker on the foundation. All right, and we're just going to stamp the foundation out. Since we already have it spread it out to exactly where we need it to be, all we have to do is stamp it into the skin. All right, so the first concealer I'm going in with is Deep Olive from e.l.f. And then I'm going to go on top of that with MAC's NC42. Just mixing this two because one is really yellow and one is not. Like the NC42 from MAC has like a little bit of, very, very little bit of pink in it. It's not as yellow as I need it to be. So that's why I mixed those two colors together. And we're going to highlight underneath the eyes, above the lip, chin, underneath the cheekbone, nose, and forehead. The concealer brush that I'm using is Morphe 422. This is the older design. Now I'm going in with my contour shade. I'm using Born This Way concealer in the shade Toffee. Gonna spray her down with the Morphe continuous spray and begin to blend out that concealer and contour. All right, girl. I'm tired from watching that. That was a lot of blending. Now I'm going to go back in with some more concealer. This time I'm using Tarte Medium Tan Golden because I want those under eyes to be bright. It's a lot of brightness going on with the eyeshadow, so I would really love for her under eyes to be bright as well, just to create, you know, some balance, baby, some balance. So that's that. Once we have that blended out, I'm going to go in with some powder. I used my Midnight Banana Powder and Sacha Buttercup. Mix those two together, and we're going to use that to set underneath her eyes, forehead, nose, underneath her cheekbones, above her lip and chin. Everywhere we put the concealer, we're going to add some of that powder. Now I'm going in with some MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, and I'm using the shade Deep to set the rest of her skin. Now I'm going into the Zulu palette, and I'm using that brown out of the Zulu palette, and I'm using that as a bronzer. I basically use this on pretty much everybody, unless they're like super light skin, or if it's or if I have like a Spanish client, then yeah, I'm not using this because it's too dark on them. But almost on everybody, I use this for bronzer. Now I'm just going to take my brush that I used to blend the concealer in, and I'm just going to start pressing the powder into her skin. Now I'm going in with some blush. I'm using this peachy shade from the Warrior 2 palette. And yeah, I'm just going to apply that to her cheeks. I'm going to spray her down with the Morphe Continuous Spray again. And you want the skin to be damp, not wet. And you're going to lightly press the spray into the skin. Make sure your skin your face isn't soaking wet though when you're doing this. Girl, my mother had came into the room and we was kikiing, child, about that new Tyler Perry movie. I put some white in her waterline because, you know, I can't live and breathe without putting white in the waterline. And I'm just using some of the same colors we used on her eyelid on the bottom, the lower lash line. Now on to line her lips. I love the shape of her lips. They're like the most beautiful shape ever. Like, I'm obsessed. So I'm going in with the lip liner Chestnut from MAC. Then I'm going to go in with this matte orange lipstick from Smashbox. I think it's called Out Loud. And then inside of the lip, I'm going to use my lipstick in the shade POSH, which is like a terracotta nude. And I just wanted to do like an ombre lip on her with a little bit of color. I didn't want it to be like super nude. Then I'm going to go in with this MAC Dazzle Gloss. I don't know the name of this gloss, y'all, but I'm going to try my best to find it and have the name of it down below. But it's just like a sheer baby pink color. Okay, she look cute, y'all. Now I'm going in with the highlighter. I'm using my highlight in Glow Queen, which is a yellow gold shade. It's the best way to describe it. Y'all, do y'all see how vibrant her eyes look? Wow, it's crazy. It's freaking crazy. All right, now we're gonna go back in with that white eyeliner, and I'm gonna go underneath the wing and just like do an extended white line. I just feel like, ooh, that's gonna tie it all in, baby. That's gonna tie it all in. I like that. I really like that right there. All right, and this is the completed look, you guys. I hope you guys liked this tutorial. I hope you learned something. I hope you had fun watching it, because I really had fun filming it and editing this video for you guys. Like, I had so much freaking fun. So yeah, I got the cell phone footage for you guys popping off. Like, I just cannot get over how good this looked. Like, what? This looks so good. Like, look at the colors. This eyeshadow is fire. This palette is fire. All right. I'm going to make sure, you know, everything will be linked down below, including the eyeshadow palette, because baby, child. I love you guys so much, and I will catch you guys in the next tutorial. Bye.